So as per our instructions, we'll have to arrest you before and do it after.
And what are you going to arrest me under?
You're being arrested on suspicion of sexual public order.
Being arrested?
Yeah.
Welcome to Noxium, where police power meets public accountability.
This episode is brought to us by UK Audit. Be sure to check the link below, subscribe to his channel, and give him the credit he deserves. In this episode, UK Audit is standing outside Stretford Police Station with a camera when what begins as a routine interaction quickly escalates into officers attempting to control what is being recorded. They begin citing various powers and pieces of legislation, but instead of linking those powers to anything he has actually done, the focus shifts entirely to the footage itself, placing pressure on him to delete it and warning that his equipment could be seized if he refuses. What follows is a
Do you have permission?
Sorry, I can't talk to both at the same time. Do I have permission? I don't need permission.
Well, no, because if you're filming number plates, personal vehicles, then you will need permission for that. It's not all public.
I can film anything from a public place.
Right. This isn't, you're not on a public place here.
This is classed as public property.
What are you actually filming?
Just in general, everything that I can see.
So, can you show us what you filmed? If you've got people's personal vehicles on that camera.
I can film anything from a public place.
But that's the thing, though, that you're filming personal vehicles that might be entering the police station.
It doesn't matter. I can film anything. But people film me from shops, from dash cams, from anything.
That have left, for example.
Yeah.
On police officers. So have you captured them on your camera there?
I have, yeah.
Because you don't have their permission, do you?
I don't need their permission because it's public.
You do if you're putting it online for anyone to see.
I don't need anybody's permission if it's filmed from a public place.
So I'm going to get the uniform officer to come and take your details.
I won't be giving any details.
Okay.
So I'll make you aware of that now.
Okay. We'll get a police officer to come and see you.
No problem.
Right from the outset, the officer frames filming as though it was some kind of licensed activity, asking whether he has permission, as if recording in a public place requires prior approval. It doesn't. The law does not operate on a permission-based system when it comes to cameras. If you are standing in a public space, you are generally free to record anything visible from that position, including buildings, vehicles, and other objects in plain view. Bringing up vehicle number plates, or suggesting that uploading footage online somehow creates a legal restriction, demonstrates a clear misunderstanding of how privacy and data protection laws actually function.
Surround me, please. Don't go too close to me. I don't like it. You won't be surrounding me. Yeah, you won't be surrounding me, or you won't all walk around me. You're not trying to intimidate me. I've just seen what you just done. Listen, don't speak to me like that. I'm a member of the public, so don't speak to me with respect next time you talk to me.
We've been told by CID officers that you filmed 2 victims that are coming in that station that you're not allowed to do. You can't know who they are, their profiles, you can't know what vehicles they're at. It's caused them alarm and stress, it's a crime. This is private property, you're not allowed to film.
This is not public, this is not private property at all, it's owned by the public.
No, it's not.
Who's it owned by then?
Police, it's private property.
So what?
So I need you to stop recording, I need to delete the videos of those victims.
I'm not going to stop recording, and I'm not going to delete the videos. You won't walk around me, you won't intimidate me, I've not committed no crime.
You have.
Tell me what crime I've committed.
Alarm and distress.
You've recorded alarm and distress.
That's what we've just been told.
Have you had a complaint from them? Have you had a complaint from them? Have you had a complaint from them? They've walked off.
They complained to the CID officers who complained to us.
No, they haven't.
Yeah, they have.
I've got it all on video.
We've just been told it, mate. So I don't know what.
So you've just been told it. We've been told wrong information then.
No, we're not.
I'm telling you, you have.
Watch how quickly the justification begins to shift. It starts with number plates. Then, once more officers arrive, the focus suddenly moves to the possibility of recording victims, and shortly after that the explanation changes again, claiming the station is private property owned by the police. None of these points actually establish a criminal offence. Areas around police stations that are publicly accessible remain public unless there are clear restrictions such as barriers or signage indicating otherwise. Simply filming what is visible from a public place is lawful under long-established principles of freedom of expression and observation in public space. Even the reference to causing alarm or distress under Section 5 of the Public Order Act requires threatening or abusive behaviour that is likely to cause harassment, alarm, or distress. A person quietly standing with a camera does not come close to meeting that legal threshold.
No.
I've got it all on video.
Either delete the images that you've done, as per our instructions, or we'll have to arrest you before and do it after.
And what are you going to arrest me under?
causing alarm and distress.
To
The victims. It's public order offence.
So, and has that already been logged, that crime, has it?
Well, no, we've opened a log for you now.
You haven't opened a log at all. There's no one created a crime.
Log now. We just created one.
You've what yourself?
Yeah, you just done it on the radio.
Right. And where's the statement from the people that have been offended by it?
There's no obligation from ourselves.
Listen, I can film anything from a public place.
It's not a public place.
This is not a public, so I'm not on public property. So who owns it then?
Pretty much the police.
Right, well, I'm telling you now, I'm not deleting the footage.
You have the right to go into a police station. That's what he's saying. It's a public place. You can't go in.
I can't go in.
Part of the property. You can't film people coming in and out. For one, we have covert vehicles coming in and out of the station, so you're not allowed to film there.
So if I was stood at the end of there, can I film it?
This is all the property here. And if you were filming covert vehicles, and you were
I can film anything from a public place.
Now the situation moves into genuinely dangerous territory. The officers shift from simply questioning him to attempting to control the evidence itself, telling him to delete the footage or face having his phone seized and being arrested so they can deal with it themselves. That is not how police powers operate. There is no general authority that allows officers to force someone to delete lawful recordings, and arrest cannot be used as a shortcut simply to gain access to a person's device. Even if they attempt to rely on Section 5 of the Public Order Act, that offence is intended to address behaviour that is threatening or abusive in a way that is genuinely likely to cause harassment, alarm or distress, not someone calmly holding a camera outside a public building. At that point, it begins to look less like legitimate enforcement and more like an effort to make inconvenient footage disappear.
Public order, mate. There is
A public order. So what are you telling me? I've committed a public order offence?
no. What you arguing?
Yeah.
That's the way I'm trying to explain it, because you seem to know everything.
So you're telling me I've committed a public order offence?
What we're trying to tell you is that you're recording a private vehicles coming out, in and out of the station, which is a security risk to us. We don't want you to record private vehicles, police vehicles, and stuff like that.
What you might not want me to do, right, is too different to me breaking the law. I've not broke no criminal offence. I can film anything from a public place. This is a public place, so I've got a right to film.
You can film anything. Yes, I agree. Okay. But what we're asking you is not to record.
You can ask me, and I'm kindly refusing.
Okay, so because you're refusing, we are going off that you're on a private land.
You're going to go off you're on private land. So you're not actually sure whether this is private or public. So this is private property.
This is a property belonging to Greater Manchester Police.
It's property, okay, man. You've been told by 3 different officers, 4 now.
Right.
This is different. This is owned by Greater Manchester.
Right, where I'm stood, guys, is all accessible by the public, yeah? There's gates there, which turns into private property. As you can see, put in that direction there, there's no gates going across there whatsoever. There's a public foyer just over the gentleman's shoulder in the back, over the background.
The explanation shifts yet again, this time moving to the claim that filming parked police vehicles somehow creates a security risk. That is a significant stretch. Police vehicles parked outside a station are visible to anyone walking past, driving by, or even viewing the area through publicly available mapping services. Treating a camera as a threat while those same vehicles remain openly visible in plain sight carries very little weight. What it really demonstrates is that the officers are struggling to anchor the situation to any clear legal basis. As a result, the reasoning continues to evolve, changing depending on what appears to sound most convincing in the moment.
Greater Manchester Police owned by you. Who owns Greater Manchester Police
By
then?
me,
Who?
Greater Manchester Police.
Greater Manchester Police own Greater Manchester
The government
Police.
body.
It's a government body,
Yeah.
right? So it's a public building.
Yeah.
Am I correct?
Yeah.
Right. So this is public land. This is public property.
It is public
We
property,
we pay for that building just like we pay for your wages.
for it as
And
well,
yeah, you are paying it for yourself, yeah. Or good
We all
fair
pay
play to
for
you.
it.
I'm not going to argue with that. You pay your taxes, so yeah, you pay your own wages. So do I. I pay your wages as well, just like everybody else.
Perfect, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So what's your problem, mate?
You're relaxed, sir.
I'm relaxed. I'm calm as anything.
You're arguing.
It's just the way I talk.
It's not.
It's not the way I talk. So do you know me, my personal?
You know me.
Do you know me personally then? You're telling me this is not the way I talk.
I don't know who you are.
Right? It doesn't matter who I am.
Your video's got potential video card.
What's your name? What's your number?
1746.
And what's your name, please?
BTMG.
PCMG 14 what?
1. Got my call number there, mate.
Say it again, sorry.
Got it there, you can see.
17446.
The moment the officers acknowledge that the building is funded by taxpayers, the private property argument begins to unravel. A public institution paid for by the public cannot simply be treated like a private clubhouse where officers decide who may observe from outside. What follows is particularly revealing. Instead of addressing that contradiction, the focus shifts to his tone. Labeling someone as argumentative is not a legal standard, and it certainly does not create a police power. Members of the public are entitled to question officers, challenge what they are being told, and speak firmly if they believe the law is being misrepresented. Criticism may be uncomfortable, but discomfort is not an offence.
All the issue is, mate, is that apparently 2 people have been filmed that aren't allowed to be filmed today. So if you can show us the footage and we're happy that they're not on there, we'll let you be.
No, I'm not showing you the footage. I'm in a public place and I can film anything from a public place.
Listen, mate, you can either help
Listen, I'm not your mate. Don't talk to me as mate. You call me as sir from now on.
I know you come here quite a bit.
I don't come here quite a bit. So how do you know that? How do you? No, I haven't. No, I haven't.
Someone matching your description.
I've never filmed here before.
So why have you come here today?
It's got nothing to do with you now. You don't treat me with respect, I won't treat you with respect. You told me I broke a criminal offence. Tell me what? You told me it's public order, now you're changing it. Now you're telling me I've done nothing wrong.
You're not going to show us the footage?
No.
Right, well, you are going to get arrested. I'm just going to find out one of the best things to arrest you for, the most applicable.
So you're telling me I'm going to get arrested?
And then we're going to seize your phone. If you don't show
you're going to seize my phone? Right, okay. Right. Good luck to you. So now they're going to arrest me now for a public order offence because I won't show them the footage.
That's the only reason we're here.
Right.
If you can prove that you've not done that, we'll let it be.
I don't need to prove anything to you. I've not committed no crime. I've not. What crime have I committed?
You said that you filmed this person's CID. You said you're going to put it on YouTube, which is a public forum that everyone can watch.
They came out.
This person's identity can't be put out there for the world to see. Who's been in this station today? That's why we're here. So if you could prove it,
I'm not going to answer your questions now.
At this stage, the officers attempt to shift the burden onto him, demanding to see his footage as proof that he has done nothing wrong. That is not how policing works. A member of the public is not required to hand over recordings simply to satisfy curiosity or reassure officers that nothing unlawful has taken place. The responsibility lies with the police to identify an actual offence first. The tone of the exchange also begins to slip. Addressing someone as mate, while attempting to exercise authority, highlights how casually the situation is being handled. But the most revealing moment comes during a radio call in which the officer asks what he could arrest him for. That moment says everything. Arrest powers are supposed to follow a clearly defined offence supported by lawful grounds, not a brainstorming session conducted over the radio.
They cannot go on the internet. They just can't. That's why we don't have a power to seize your phone.
So, can I just ask you one question? They walked out of there, where I'm pointing now, okay? And anybody with a dash cam could have drove past and pictured them.
Dash cam's not pointing onto the car park.
They can film them coming out of the police station just the same as I have. So it makes no difference whether I've filmed it or somebody in a dash cam have filmed it. So I'm sorry, you've got no right to privacy. You've got no right to privacy. You've got no right to privacy in public. I'm not going to stop the footage now when I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 police officers around me. I'm refusing to do anything. No, I'm not. I'm afraid. No. Right. Well, I've not done anything wrong, so I'm refusing. I'm not going to answer any more of your questions, and that's that. Am I being detained? Am I being detained? Am I being detained? Can someone answer my question, please? Am I being detained? Am I being detained?
I'm walking with you.
Yeah.
Am I being detained? Under what law, sorry?
You're being arrested on suspicion of Section 5 public order.
Being arrested?
Yeah.
Right, okay. I was arrested for Section 5 public order. I was taken to Pendleton Police Station where I spent 8.5 hours and was released without charge and no further action. I have started the procedure to bring the officer accountable for his actions.
The arrest happens the moment UK Audit continues pressing the one question the officers clearly do not want to answer. Am I being detained or am I free to leave? Instead of resolving the issue properly, they move straight to citing Section 5 of the Public Order Act and place him in handcuffs. He is taken to Pendleton Police Station, held for 8 hours, and ultimately released with no charge and no further action. That outcome speaks volumes. If the behaviour at the scene had genuinely met the legal threshold for a public order offence, the case would not have collapsed the moment it reached custody. The update he later provides is also where the story effectively ends. UK Audit explains that he had begun the process of holding the officer accountable for the arrest, but after that there is no further information because he eventually stopped posting content altogether. What remains clear, however, is how the situation gradually escalated. Officers continued stacking different explanations until one finally held long enough to justify removing him from the scene. None of the earlier concerns stood up to scrutiny. As a result, the encounter concluded with the most serious step available, an arrest, yet hours later there was nothing to show for it. That contrast is the real takeaway: strong authority displayed at the roadside, but no case once everything reached the calm scrutiny of custody. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me continue my independent coverage. Also, be sure to check out UK Audit. His channel is linked in the description. Show him some support. Thanks for watching.